Eric, it just recorded.
Okay, all right.
All right. Eric Roeder here again with my good friend
Doug Grog with Neff Automation.
We're talking trunk talk, we're talking PIAP, we're talking vacuum gripping solutions that are foam gripping. We can use these on your standard cardboard boxes.
Some like dimpled textures.
So that case we got there is a little dimple texture.
And you can see these tall ridges and then even smaller like ripples. You know, you just need to move around your bathroom scale, you know, whatever, who knows, right?
You never know. So we're good. So we're going to dive right into this. We've got our Kinos Easy Foam Gripper. We'll talk about this a little bit. Lightweight foam gripping, magnetic foam. We call this our Easy Foam. So let's try it out on this cardboard box, Doug. So we can pick up this cardboard box, move it around, do what you need to do. There, let that go like that. Pick it up again. I'll move it over here, set it down.
Now, what if, Eric, what if we what if it's only going to get partial coverage? Are we still going to be able to do that?
We normally want to talk about at least 80% coverage on this, but this is a ball check system, so it might be a little bit less or a little bit more than, but at least 80% coverage on any of our foam gripping technologies.
So we can show that on this. So if we just cover a little bit, you can see we're still able to get it.
So you can see right there.
Very cool. Very cool.
So let's try this case that you talked about. It's got a very weird texture on the top of it. You can pick up that case, move it around, do that kind of stuff. So very textured. You can hear the texture on the surface.
So you can imagine with traditional cups, right? Whatever type of vacuum cup you're used to using, it's going to be really hard to grip on those types of dimples, and especially on what we're about to do next.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of leakage when you do that, and obviously in vacuum you do not want leakage. That's
no
not
good.
A good thing.
No good.
No bueno.
So here's that case. You can see those big ridges, and that foam doesn't matter. It'll just go right through there. So
magic.
Magic.
We got magic in this. I'm telling you, it's magic, though. It's magic.
What do we got next?
We got this scale.
All right, let's go for it.
We scaled up right here. Scaled up. We picked up the scale. No problem at all. But you might ask, we do make these in a couple different sizes.
Yep. So we got the 240 millimeter and what, the 360, I believe.
Yep. And like I said, all easy foam on these. So easy, quick change, magnetic. You do that. Lightweight carbon fiber. Almost like a Nerf football on the frame around here. So that's where we're at with that.
Yeah, so these are, you can see that there's that ISO mount on the top, so you can easily mount these to a robot. And also because of the light payload of the actual gripper, then you can put more of that payload into actually what you're picking up. Obviously the size of these determines your payload, as well as you got to make sure you're getting plenty of vacuum, not only your vacuum flow, but your vacuum feed pressure.
Yeah.
Some other, ooh, look at that little guy.
A little Kinos mini gripper here. This is a really weird thing that we can use. We use it with a VGS here. Same technology, but the Venturi we'd add to this Kinos mini gripper. We pick up the scale just like that. Ridges like we talked about. And go over here to that cardboard box that we had before. We can pick up that same, well, it didn't really work like we thought it was going to work. Can't move it around like that, but it does pick up that cardboard box, drops it right off. I mean, it happens. It happens. But we just wanted to be able to show you this technology. Kinos also offers what we call our bar stock technology. So we offer a 60 millimeter wide, a 120, and we just recently came out with a 150 with easy foam as well. So on the 150, we have easy foam, so it'd be magnetic as well. We have some different technology here, different foam thickness, different cuts, check balls in these. We've got them ported. We can go on the configurator. We can configure that up for you, but we like to do a questionnaire to make sure that we're using the right foam gripper for the application that you have.
That's an excellent point, Eric, because while there are some standard options with these, right?
Yep.
So you can go online and order a kind of a standard setup.
Yeah.
Because of, all the different, materials and patterns, or,
weight,
weight, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And also depending on even how you're picking that up, whether it's going to have to be one that's ported or has orifices in those in the gripper, or the check valves.
Yep.
We got to make sure that we're considering the angle. So that's why it's important.
So like you can see the check balls in this one right here. So that's an example of check balls in this type of thing. And then this is more like a ported system where you can see the fine holes in this.
So that's why it's really important to reach out to a PIAB distributor or to PIAB so that we can work through with that application and figure out what configuration do we really need.
Exactly.
Because even the hole patterns, especially on these bar type stop, we can customize these hole patterns if need be.
Yes.
So there's lots of flexibility. That's why it's just really important to reach out to one of your PIAB distributors.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this bar stock is, we've got standard lengths that we do, and we can also do custom lengths. We can do big, long, pick up a whole truck bed of a car, or a truck, not a car, a truck. It could be a El Camino for that matter. That's a truck car. But so we do have that capability. But like we were just talking, just because it seems like it might work, that's why we would want to have more information, get product to test in our facility in Massachusetts, or even in our Hickory, North Carolina. Just lost what I was going to say. Our Hickory, North Carolina location, where we could test your products there as well. What else we got, Doug? Anything else?
I think that'll do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming to this Trunk Talk with Eric Roeder from PIAB and
Doug Grog from Neff Automation.